Hi guys, I'm Mark Collier from theopenalgorithm.com, and today I want to share an advanced tip with you about guest blogging. So I did a video recently about guest blogging and how it's really worked for me in promoting my other sites and my current site, theopenalgorithm.com. And it really is a powerful strategy for link building and sending you traffic. But the reason it's powerful for me is because I've done a lot of it. And when you do a lot of anything, you become somewhat of an expert in it, and you know what works and you know what doesn't work. And while there's basic fundamentals to guest blogging that most people will teach you, one of the advanced tips or tricks that I found, and I wrote a guest post on 2 Creative Websites blog, so blog.2creative website, I wrote a guest post on this strategy, was to brag more about yourself in your guest posts. Now, that was sort of a bit of a headline, and it's not really about bragging. It's about sharing your experience and sharing your knowledge and selling yourself in your guest post article. So the way guest post blogging works is you write an article for another blog, they publish it on their blog, and they link to you. In general, what they do is they link to you in a bio at the end of their article. That's fine, it'll send you some traffic. But in my experience, if you don't sell yourself in the article, you get disappointing traffic results. You will see that you'll have maybe 100 comments on the post and it will only send you 20 people. Now, 20 people when you're getting a lot of comments and a lot of traffic reading your article isn't a lot. And it's not necessarily about how good an article it is or anything like that. It's just that they don't know who it's written from and they don't understand it's not written by somebody from that website. And you'll see you'll get a whole load of positive feedback on Twitter, or you get a whole load of positive feedback in the comment section, but nobody is visiting your site. And that's really the key to guest post blogging. Not only do you want the page rank and the reputational benefits, you also want to sell yourself and get people to come to your site. So what I found out was a great strategy was to talk about your experience, your personal experience. Use your name. I did this, I did that. This is how it worked for me, just like I'm doing in this video. So if you look at the structure of this video, I'm talking about an experience I had. So you know it's from me, and you're probably more likely to go visit theopenalgorithm.com as a result. So the personal experience I had was using a guest post. You look at the guest post and you look at the structure of the guest post. If it's a tutorial, make sure you have examples that you have done or used or found out, or stats that you have come across, or a personal experience or finding or result that you have had. It's got to be about you. That doesn't mean the whole article is all about you. It just means that you have to sprinkle in your experience in the article. And in general, that's actually just good journalistic sense. If you're writing a tutorial article, people want proof that it works. Don't use other people's proof, try and use your own proof. If you have proof, make sure to share it with it. Don't be bashful. Go out and share your experience with others. Not only is that good, it will increase the quality of your article, it will also mean that when it comes to the bio at the end of the article, people will be more likely to click on the link, come to your site, and then read your articles, buy your products, whatever you want them to do on your site. It also is a good idea if you provide 1 or 2 links in the article that you're writing. If it's not applicable, don't do it. But most likely it will be applicable. If you share your experience, you'll most likely have a link to some sort of proof of that experience or that result. And what I recommend is just link to that result. If it's another guest post you've written, that's great too. If it's not a guest post you've written and it's a link to your site or a book or something like that that you're mentioned in, just make sure it's a link to something about you. That doesn't mean all the links in the article has to be about you. It just means that you also need to provide links in the body of the article, because some people just totally ignore the bios. It's like when we're writing a blog post, most people don't notice the advertisements on the right or left because you blank them out. If you read enough guest posts, then you'll probably end up blanking out the bio. But most people will pay attention to the links in the body of the article because they place a higher value on those links. So the 2 keys to getting a lot more traffic from your guest posts is number 1, sell yourself in the article, talk about your experience, talk about the results you found. Use I and then relate it to them. Use I, then relate it to you. Okay? Then what you want to do is show proof of your results. You don't want to be just some sort of con artist that looks a bit shady by saying I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, but there's no proof. what you want to do is provide proof by linking to some proof. Just like I'll show you some proof by telling you about that guest post I did on TwoCreativeWebsite.com, which sent me, I believe, a couple of hundred visitors, mostly from their RSS subscribers. And then, of course, if you read that post, it'll link to my other website, TwoBuildBacklinks.com, and there you'll see more proof of links to my site from guest posts. And if you check out my other website, you'll see that most of those links go to my book, Link Building Mastery. Now, while that site is relatively underdeveloped compared to the OpenAlgorithm.com, it just shows you some proof that I have been successful in using guest blogging and that strategy in particular. And if you look at that guest post on Two Creative Website, if you search for something like why you need to brag more, TwoCreativeWebsite.com, what you'll see is my post, and you'll see me offering proof in that article that this strategy has worked for me. And then I guarantee you, you will end up on TwoBuildBacklinks.com, or you will end up on the OpenAlgorithm.com, because I know that strategy works, and I know the majority of you watching this video will go and visit one of those things, because you know you want proof of this. And I will leave a link in the description to that article on Two Creative Website, and I will leave a link in the description to more guest posts I've done, and also to the OpenAlgorithm.com. And I guarantee you, the majority of people watching this video want proof that this strategy works. They want to know how to get more traffic from their guest posts, and if you watch to the end of this video, then you're going to be one of those people, and I guarantee over 50% will go visit one of those links and probably end up coming to one of my sites, and then I have a chance of converting them into a Twitter follower, a YouTube subscriber, a Flickr follower, a Facebook fan, or an email subscriber, whatever it is. And obviously with the Open Algorithm, you're not a paying customer because we don't sell anything on the Open Algorithm, but on TwoBuildBacklinks.com you'll be able to see my book, and you may end up buying my book. And that's how this strategy works. You've got to talk about yourself, your own experience, how it works for you, and then just apply it to a guest post, and I guarantee you it will increase the traffic you get from your guest posts a lot. A huge amount more traffic will come from your guest posts if you use this strategy. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you do use that strategy in your new guest posts, in your next guest post. Just talk about your experience, provide proof of that experience. It's good journalistic ethics, it's good journalistic strategy, and it's good for the quality of the article, as well as it will send you a lot more traffic from your guest posts. So I highly recommend you use this strategy, and thank you for watching. Come back again and make sure to check out one of those links, or check us out on Twitter at Open Algorithms, or head over to the OpenAlgorithm.com for more of these types of videos, news, analysis of the search engine algorithms, and a lot of cool developments. So thanks for watching. Bye.